today's video, I am doing the first sentence challenge, which is where I hear the first sentence of a book and then I have to try and guess what book that is. If I get it on the first sentence, I get 10 points. If I get it on the second sentence, I get 5 points. And if I get it on the third sentence, I get 1 point, and there's no after 3 sentences. Helping me with this challenge is my mom. So she's going to be reading the books and I'm going to have my eyes closed and have to guess which book she is reading.
Okay. There was a thing waiting in the darkness.
That's the first sentence?
Yes.
Young Elite?
No.
Legend?
No.
Okay, second sentence.
It was ancient and cruel and paced in the shadows, leashing its mind.
What?
It was not of his world and had been brought here to fill him with its primordial cold.
Hello! What is it?
Queen of Shadows!
Oh, who's she talking about?
I don't know, I'm ready.
Alright, next.
The two men appeared out of nowhere, a few yards apart in the narrow moonlit lane.
Harry Potter?
Yes?
Is it the Azkaban? Order of the Phoenix? Goblet of Fire?
No.
Deathly Hallows!
Yes!
It goes half right from the first sentence.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
then I get half.
Book number 3. I rise into darkness. Away from the garden they watered with the blood of my friends.
Ember in the Ashes?
No.
Rune and Rising?
Some time later.
Okay, what's the second sentence?
The golden man who killed my wife lies dead beside me on the cold metal deck, life snuffed out by his own son's hand.
Mm. Yes, yeah.
Middle one.
Red Rising. Golden Sun. Morning Star?
Yes.
Hey! It's not harder than it looks, you know.
And here's the next book. Page 1.
Mm-hmm.
There is one mirror in my house.
Divergent!
My big brother reaches home in the dark hours before dawn, when even ghosts take their rest.
And Ember in the Ashes.
Yes!
Yay!
And that's another 10 points. Scarlet was descending towards...
Scarlet!
Yeah.
Yay!
More.
More what?
There's a bit more.
There's more?
It's the Scarlet and
The Lunar Chronicles?
Yeah.
That's just the name of the series.
Once upon a time, a man came from the sky and killed my wife.
What's it called? Red Rising?
No.
No. Is it Iron Gold?
Some time later.
Pierce Brown.
It's Pierce Brown.
Oh, is it Golden Sun?
Yes!
I knew the series.
That's 10 points. I'll get you and your little dog too. There's the book. The boy and the girl had once dreamed of ships, long ago, before they'd ever seen the true sea.
So as Mom.
Shalina.
Smoke and Bone. Shadow and Bone.
Nope. The next sentence says, they were the vessels of stories, magic ships with masts hewn from sweet cedar and sails spun by maidens from thread of pure gold.
3 Dark Crowns.
No, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Ding 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 ding. You like the third sentence?
No. Yes, okay.
Their crew were white mice who sang songs and scrubbed the decks with their pink tails.
What? I don't know.
What faces you're pulling?
Oh, it was close. I said the Shadow and Bone's the first one in the series.
Yeah, but this isn't Shadow and Bones.
Yeah, but I was close.
This isn't Shadow and Bones. Who said the book title? This says Siege and Storm. It doesn't say Shadow and Bones. Oh, you're going to get this one. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privilege Drive. We're proud to say that they were perfectly normal, thank you very much.
Philosopher's Stone.
Just got 10.
Woo!
10 easy points.
Yeah, whatever. I got the point.
Alright. I need to find a good one here. The fog was thick, muffling sound and sight.
Twilight? Wonder Woman? The Host?
No.
Next.
Where it parted, Will Herondale could see the street.
It's the Infernal Devices. It's the Clockwork Prince.
Yeah, more.
That's it. The Clockwork Prince, the Infernal Devices.
There's another word here.
Shadowhunters?
Yes.
Again, that is the series.
Oh,
It's time to see what I got out of 100 possible points.
You got 65 out of 100.
Yay! I got 65. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible.
I got every single one.
Because you knew what book it was, and now you're gonna have your turn.
No!
So, since my mother thought that was so easy, I am now gonna ask her just 3 of her books and
I'm
see if
not
she
gonna
can get
get it.
them
No.
from the first sentence.
No.
Right. Revenge. On this particular night, a beggar died unnoticed under a bench in Greenpeace Park.
It's an in-depth series.
Okay.
What's the second line?
A history professor fell bloodied, his throat slashed 3 feet from his front door for the 12 credits in his pocket.
Sounds familiar, but I still don't know the title.
Sentence 3.
No.
A woman choked out one last scream as she crumpled under her lover's pounding fists.
Is it Ecstasy in Death?
Nope.
Immortal in Death?
Nope.
Naked in Death?
Nope. Loyalty and death.
Ah!
She was floating, arms outspread, water lapping her body, breathing in a summery fragrance of salt and coconut.
Okay, that's that woman who was on holiday in Greece or Cyprus.
Tell me more.
Nora Roberts.
Nope.
Can I have the second one?
This is it all together. She was floating, arms outspread, water lapping her body, breathing in a summery fragrance of salt and coconut. There was a pleasantly satisfied breakfast taste in her mouth of bacon and coffee and possibly croissants. She lifted her chin and the morning sun shone so brightly on the water she had to squint through spangles of light to see her feet in front of her.
That tells me nothing.
What Alice forgot.
Oh, yeah! So I've got 10 so far. 10.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. A man who couldn't die had little to fear. That's it.
Oh. Nora Roberts.
Alright, I'll give you a point for that.
Yeah, what's the second one?
An immortal who'd lived most of his long life as a soldier, waging battle, didn't turn from a fight with a god.
Oh, I can't remember the title of the book, but I know the book!
Frustrating, isn't it?
Shut it up. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't remember the name of the book.
Island.
Yes.
And that is all for the first sentence challenge, which is not as easy as it looks. And that is all for today.
Extremely frustrating.
Until next time, I'll see you. Bye.